Hi, this is David with David's Tutorials, and in this video, part of my Building Websites with David series, I'm going to show you how to create internal page links in WordPress. Now, I'm doing this in the Divi theme, and this is applicable to pretty much anything, but you'll have to figure out how to do it if you're not using Divi in whatever theme you are using. It's really pretty simple. Let's get started. Here we are on a website I'm building for a client, and you can see up here at the top we have quick links. Now, the reason for having these quick links is because on this page I have several pretty extensive sections. Let's scroll down and take a look at it. We've got children's eye screening, we've got glasses collection, we've got chicken go, we've got 20 guns in 20 days, we've got golf tournaments and raffle sales. And you can see that all of the content of these is just skeleton placeholders waiting for some of the client to come in and do that. But what I want them to be able to do is to be able to click on any of these quick links here and be able to go right to it. For example, let's say that we want the golf tournament. That's right way down the page. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. We are currently in the Divi Builder and we have enabled the Divi Builder. We can tell that because up here at the top it says Exit Visual Builder. If we were not in the Visual Builder, it would say Enable Visual Builder. So right now I'm going to scroll down to the, what are we going to do? The golf tournament. Let's go down to the golf tournament. Here it is. Now, I have this set up so that there's a section for the header and there's a section for the content. Each content detail section has two rows, one row for what this is and one row is for who to contact. Now, this is all one section, and you can tell because when I click on it, we get a blue control bar that appears at the top of it, and I can control that section or anything in the section from there. But the separator bar is another section, so I'm going to click on that, and we get a blue control bar for here. What I want to do now is click on the cogwheel, which opens up the settings dialog for that section. And in this section, I'm going to go to the Advanced tab, and I'm going to insert a CSS ID. And that CSS ID is going to be golf tournament, all one word, all lowercase. Golf tournament. And that's all there is to it. We have now identified this section with a CSS ID. And the reason I put it here and not down here is because when you click on a link, it will go to whatever it is you have as a CSS ID and put it at the very top of the page. And that's where I want that so I can see the details. Now let's go back up to the top of the page. And we're going to edit this quick link. Now in Divi, the section is the main divider on the page. Inside the section, there is a row, and that's designated by green. And inside the section, there is a module, and the module is designated by dark gray or black. And what I want to do is I want to click on the cogwheel for the module, understanding, of course, that modules are the only elements on a Divi structure that can contain content. I'm going to click on the cogwheel, opening up the settings for this text. Now in this text, I've got it set up with all of these links separated by a vertical bar, also known as a pipe. And what I want is the golf tournament to be a link to the golf tournament CSS ID. And the way to do that is I click my mouse inside the text content and I hold down Control and Shift and go right arrow twice, and that highlights the whole golf tournament text. At this point, I'm going to hit Control K, and that opens up the Insert Link dialog. Now for the URL, all you have to do is put in a hashtag and the CSS ID you put in before. In this case, it is all lowercase, all one word, golf tournament. And that is really all there is to it. I think I would like to turn this as underlined, showing it is a link. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the underline button in the control box here, and that makes it underlined, and I hit check there. Now that I've made the changes, all I need to do is save my changes. wait for the twiddle, and that check mark goes away. Now I'm going to come up here to the control bar and exit the Visual Builder so I can test it. Now, if it works as it should, golf tournament should be underlined. It is. I hover my mouse cursor, it turns into a link. When I click it, it scrolls down, and here we are at the golf tournament. Now, once you have that link working, you might want to consider putting in a link at the top of this that says top of page. However, there's another thing you can do, and this is a Divi thing, and you can also do it in CSS if you wish. I'm going to take this section that I have right here. Let's enable the Visual Builder. This is a Divi thing. And I'm going to make that Quick Links menu sticky at the top of the page. Let's click on there. Let's click on this entire section. And let's go over to Advanced Properties. And Scroll Effects is exactly what we want. Let me zoom in on this. We'll open that up. Scroll Effects, it says do not stick. And what I want this to do is to stick to the top of the page. And I'm going to click OK on that. And we're going to zoom back out. We're going to save our change. And by the way, what I'm telling you right now is extra stuff. If you already know now how to create an internal link, so everything else I tell you here is going to be extra. So that's sticking at the top of the page now. See that? That being the case, I may want to give it a little bit different background color or maybe a bottom border. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give that entire section a bottom border, 2 pixels dark blue. Let's enable the Visual Builder. We're going to click on that section. Open the section dialog. Come over here to Design. Scroll down to where we see Border. There's Border. We're going to open that up. We want the bottom border only. So we have that selected. And now we want to make it about 2 pixels. Drag it to the right one. 2 pixels. And let's make it dark blue. We're going to check that. I'm going to save my changes. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to adjust this module. I want it to be centered in the area, and I want the links to be bright blue and underlined. Notice I have not underlined the golf tournament. I undid that. Okay, let's click on this. Let's go to the module settings. Let's go to Design. First thing we're going to do, under Sizing, scroll down, Module Alignment. I want that centered. Watch what happens over here as I click on the center button. Boom. It should now be centered wherever it is. Well, I didn't notice any difference, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Let's go ahead now and look at the text. Now in the text, if we click on this button here, that controls link text. And we're going to leave the link font the way it is. We're going to leave the font weight as regular, link font style the same, link text alignment. Here we go, link text color. I'm going to start it with blue, but then I'm going to make it brilliant blue, which is RGB 00 red, 00G, FF blue. Give it a second, and we click the checkbox, and that's the bright blue for all of the links. And we also want it underlined, but I don't think we can make the text underlined. Oh yeah, here we go, link font, we want it underlined. There we go, we've done that. Now let's check that, and we're going to look up here. Golf tournament is bright blue, and it's underlined because it's a link. Now we're going to come back to the bottom, click Save, got the check mark, exit the Visual Builder. Okay, now we're going to test it. Golf tournament, click, there's a golf tournament. And look up here, we have our quick links menu right here at the top. And we can go to any of these others once we update them to be links. That's all I have for you right now. This is David with David's Tutorials and Building Websites with David playlist. Go ahead and give me the thumbs up if you thought this was a video worth sharing with other people. That way YouTube will recommend it to others. Leave me a comment down in the comment section below to let me know how you like this video and how you're going to use what you learned here. And as always, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscribe button and then the bell icon so YouTube will let you know whenever I post another great video right here on David's Tutorials. Meantime, everybody, take care, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.